Melting glaciers, a global crisis. In the breathtaking corners of our world, vast glaciers have stood as icons of nature's grandeur for centuries. But beneath their serene beauty lies a crisis that's sending shockwaves through our planet. Welcome to Melting Glaciers, a global crisis. In this video, we will delve into the profound impact of melting glaciers on our environment, communities, and future generations. Ice acts like a protective cover over the Earth and our oceans. These bright white spots reflect excess heat back into space and keep the planet cooler. In theory, the Arctic remains colder than the equator because more of the heat from the sun is reflected off the ice, back into space. Glaciers around the world can range from ice that is several hundred to several thousand years old and provide a scientific record of how climate has changed over time. Through their study, we gain valuable information about the extent to which the planet is rapidly warming. They provide scientists a record of how climate has changed over time. Today, about 10% of land area on Earth is covered with glacial ice. Almost 90% is in Antarctica, while the remaining 10% is in the Greenland ice cap. There is a difference between sea ice and glaciers. Sea ice forms and melts strictly in the ocean, whereas glaciers are formed on land. Icebergs are chunks of glacial ice that break off glaciers and fall into the ocean. When glaciers melt, because that water is stored on land, the runoff significantly increases the amount of water in the ocean, contributing to global sea level rise. Glaciers around the world are disappearing at an alarming rate. Rising temperatures due to climate change are causing them to melt faster than they can regenerate. Rising global temperatures are directly linked to the retreat of glaciers. As temperatures increase, these ice giants lose mass and volume, contributing to rising sea levels. Since the early 1900s, many glaciers around the world have been rapidly melting. Human activities are at the root of this phenomenon. Specifically, since the Industrial Revolution, carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gas emissions have raised temperatures even higher in the poles, and as a result, glaciers are rapidly melting, calving off into the sea and retreating on land. Pakistan boasts over 7,000 glaciers, one of the highest totals for any country on Earth. According to the United Nations Development Programme (UNDP), by 2018, over 3,000 lakes had formed due to melting glaciers in the Gilgit-Baltistan and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa regions of Pakistan. The melting glaciers are a key contributor to the rise in sea levels. As glaciers melt, the water flows into oceans, causing sea levels to rise. Coastal cities and communities are feeling the immediate impact. Floods and erosion threaten homes, livelihoods, and entire cultures. Millions are at risk of displacement. Glaciers are vital to the health of ecosystems. The meltwater feeds into rivers and lakes, providing water to numerous species of plants and animals. With glaciers disappearing, these ecosystems face water scarcity, leading to droughts, habitat loss, and even extinction of species that rely on glacier-fed resources. Glaciers play a crucial role in regulating local and global climate patterns. They reflect sunlight, helping to cool the Earth and influence weather systems. As glaciers melt, disruptions in climate patterns occur. This can lead to more frequent and intense heat waves, storms, and natural disasters affecting communities worldwide. The crisis of melting glaciers is a stark reminder that our actions impact the planet. However, we can still make a difference. By transitioning to renewable energy sources, embracing sustainable practices, and working collectively to reduce carbon emissions, we can slow down the rate of glacier melt and mitigate its impacts. Scientists, researchers, and communities around the world are working tirelessly to find solutions. Through global cooperation, innovative solutions, and a commitment to change, there's hope that we can safeguard our glaciers and the planet for generations to come. The melting glaciers are a profound reminder that the consequences of our actions are far-reaching. By understanding their global impact, we can inspire change, shape policies, and protect the wonders of our world. Thank you for joining us in exploring the urgent issue of melting glaciers. Let's stand united in our efforts to preserve the beauty, balance, and resilience of our planet. Join the global movement for change.